keeps telling me now. I'm living in a blinded town, am I running out of time? Feel like a drug when I'm talking to you. Slow drip trying to play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the white water running down my feet. Make love and repeat, I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. It's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving head first, don't save me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Oh, to make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
What's going on, YouTube? I'll be right back. Give me just 1 second. Listen, fellas, you want to get your face wash, your skincare routine intact? I use Teej Henley. It's a daily face wash with an AM, PM moisturizers with instructions in the box that's very clear on how to get it together. I know this is not something common that us men do, but it's very important that we take care of our skin. On top of that, the ladies love it. Get yourself a box of Teej Henley. It comes in the mail, ships within a week. If you click the link in my description, you would get 40% off your first order and 20% off a lifetime. On top of that, sign up to the app and you'll get even more deals. Me, I got a special. I got the grooming kit. I was able to get my nail clippers and everything that I needed to get myself together to go outside. Teej Henley is the way when I tell you the perfect men's skincare routine. Get yourself a box of Teej Henley.
Let me read my brother's super cap because I really appreciate it. Shout out to Grown Men Talking. Already became the sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. Grown Men Talking. Shout out to GMT. Thank you, bro.
No cap, Tivity.
GMT say, my guy, no cap. It was a blessing having you on the show Sunday. Had some great feedback. Blessings. Thank you, bro, man. Hey,
no cap,
just in
Tivity.
case some of y'all don't know, I was on Grown Man Talking show last Sunday, and I had a blast, man. Shout out to Grown Men Talking, and shout out to his entire panel, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. I had a great show. I had a great time on his show. A lot of different opinions, very opinionated panel. GMT, thank you. If you haven't subscribed to Grown Men Talking's channel yet, make sure y'all go subscribe to Grown Men Talking. It's an excellent brother, excellent channel.
GMT and Mingo.
Hey!
Hey, he should come on the panel. up here, sir. Come on up here. By the way, is this a love offering or is this
No,
indentured servitude?
that's my dog. Those are for minutes.
All love.
Those are definitely for minutes.
Blessed.
No, don't influence him. He can
No,
make
that's
his
my
decision.
partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
Ask him, what up, grown man talking? I appreciate you. Let me see, grown man talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man, grown man talking right there. If y'all can see that. That's the name of this channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. That's I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He can have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate you, grown man talking.
What is going on? What is going on, YouTube? We are live. We are live, and we are back in the building. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to everyone in the chat. Shout outs to everyone that is participating and watching the show from wherever you are. Much respect. Much love. Oh, man. And also, I want to send a special shout out to Queen La with the $4.99 super chat early in the door. Queen La says, I want to say thank you to GMT and all who supported my sister and fam during this hard time. Sending blessings to you, everything you do. Be great always. Thank you so much, sister. Much respect. And just to let you know, we are always here for you and always will be. Anything you need, you make sure you send me a note, and I promise you the GMT family will always be there for you. So, also, thank you so much for everyone who is currently here, who is commenting. I see the chat look like it's wilding out early. My man Watches in the building. We got Wall Street, Blockchain. You know what I'm saying? Who else is up in here? Who else is early up in here? Hassan. What up, Hassan? Shout outs to everyone, and shout out, like I said, to everyone watching. With that being said, we got the panel, the full panel, a nice conservative panel today. Shout out to y'all. Much respect. Kit, what up? What up, Kit? How you feeling?
I am good always on this Sunday. How are you guys?
Chilling. We are chilling.
I hope everybody had a good Sunday. I hope everybody that watches from is excited. It's a new episode. Y'all know I'm lit. So, yes.
I still don't
There
know
we
what
go.
the show is that y'all talking about.
Oh, you got to watch it. We're going to talk about it in the back room after. You got to
That's
watch
right.
it, though. Yeah, you get addicted. You get addicted. Yo, Chill, what up, my guy?
What's going on, brother? How everybody doing?
Chilling.
Good, thank you.
Let go.
I ain't got no announcements. Y'all know me, man. It's the same old, same old. I'm just here to bless everybody with some knowledge and, kick the truth. We're gonna kick the truth today.
Right.
It's gonna be a teaching moment, y'all.
Thanks. Alicia, what up?
What's up? Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. Alicia has been outside, and Alicia is tired. From the plane to the mat, Alicia's tired. But we're here. We're here with the good vibes today. So
We got a whole vibe today. Alicia came out to the Meet to Mary event, which was really good. And on top of that, the Meet to Mary event, you know, the good thing with it is we were able to get our main contestants for season 1 out the way. It was like, wait till y'all see this thing. The quality of this show is going to be insane.
Really nice.
Looks good.
Oh, I'm
Looks
trying to
good.
tell y'all. So please be prepared.
And you have
girl.
some characters on there. Sorry to cut you off. But you
Oh yeah, no.
I was like,
So
okay.
you know this season's gonna be crazy. This season's gonna be wild. I'm looking forward to it. Yo, Faye, what it do? What it do, my sister?
Hi guys. Hello.
What's coming through with the chocolatey skin down there? What's good?
Right? Nothing.
I don't have much to say. Nothing's new. I just finished with my move, so I'm gonna be in the kitchen for today. My office is crowded.
I feel that. You know what I'm saying?
know.
How many of y'all can say y'all got offices, man? I love it. Love it. You know what I'm saying? Professor. Hold on. What's your name? Snow Bunny? What? Oh my God.
Professor Emeritus Snow Bunny, you.
What? Pastor, me and you gonna talk, man. I got you, man, brother. I got you.
You know, all about the bunnies of snow from where he lives.
No, I don't.
Let the milk, no honey.
Yo, Skinny, what up, my guy? All right. I don't want to go crazy because I don't want to hold y'all for too long today, right? Because everyone's exhausted. I'm exhausted. I had like the longest week and ever, and I'm out of it. So with that being said, we're going to get into the topic. What I'm going to do is something different today. I'm going to play a video. And in this video, we're going to stop play. I usually do it on Grown Women Talking on Tuesdays. But I'm going to try it today with this panel since it's a smaller panel. And I want to stop play. We're going to go over this guy's talking points about what it is to be in a relationship that's sexless. I don't know if this is a little touchy subject for some people, right? But we're going to get into it. And I want all honesties. I want y'all to dig deep into how y'all feel about this topic. Y'all ready?
To share with you an awesome conversation that I had with a new client of mine, a young man, 24 years old. It's my hope that what I share with him is a help to you and other men and women the way it was to him. 24 years old. He is 1 year into his marriage. His wife is 24. They were married at 23, very young, right after college, a few years after college. And he said to me, he said, Doc, my wife said to me that she has lost interest in being intimate with me. She feels like that they argue too much, that he doesn't listen to her, he doesn't understand her. And he said, Doc, honestly, he said, I don't see where I'm missing the boat. And intimacy for him, he said, is very important. He said, I'm young and I'm married. He said, going weeks without intimacy is a big deal for me. And it doesn't seem to be a big deal to her. And I don't know what to do to resolve it. I said, well, number one, it is a big deal to her. It's a big deal to her. And this idea that intimacy isn't a big deal for women is not true. Women.
All right, let's stop that right there. All right, ladies on the panel. Go ahead. What's your thoughts on what you heard so far?
I just feel like it's different forms of intimacy. I feel like at 24 as a male, and even me at 24, my idea of intimacy was definitely physical until I got older. So he's 24, he still has to learn a little bit more. But as a female, I feel like intimacy could be conversation. It could be touch without penetration. It's just different forms and levels of intimacy. And I think that's what he's missing in his marriage. He's missing that form of understanding of it.
Well, how important is let's say you're in a long-term relationship. How important is intimacy to women after you've been in the game for a very long time? Is it the same from how men feel about it, how women feel about it, or do you care more about what they just said, more about the other intimate parts? Because I'm talking between sex and intimacy, the difference.
Well, I can only speak as a woman. I know that intimacy is very important to me because, especially if you're in a long term relationship, because people have accidents, people have to go through ailments, and sex may never be the same or it may not be the same in that period of time. So, what are you going to do to keep that fire, to keep that sense of partnership? You have to have some type of intimacy, some type of intimacy, some type of touch, some type of mind kind of games to keep you, not games, excuse me, mind stimulation to keep you interested. So I do think intimacy is very important, and especially in long-term relationships because things change. There's different frequencies throughout relationships.
Right. What's your thoughts on that, kid?
I actually posted something about this the other day, and I said that, men who argue with women, women aren't going to want to run and want to be intimate with you. As a matter of fact, it makes them want to do the opposite. It makes them dry up and want to go, play with toys like, their rose and things that don't argue with them and make them feel away. I think also for her to be feeling like that so early, I guess, in the marriage, just says that they need to have more communication about, how to actually communicate versus him arguing and her not being reciprocal of that. Yeah, it's wild because I feel like at a young age, like in your 20s, that's when your engines is all fired up until you hit your 40s again, and then they fire up again. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like
Well, the question is about sex versus intimacy, right? And the importance of intimacy. So you feel what I'm gathering, because what I understood what Alicia said about the intimacy part, and the intimacy part, I'm guessing, opens the floodgates, right? That's kind of, it sounds like what may be missing. I'm going to continue to play the video because I want him to explain so we could get a better understanding of, the whole entire story about this young man's marriage. So I'm going to continue it. Give me 1 second. Let me get my life together. All right. Here we go.
Women value intimacy, physical intimacy as well, just as much as men do. So that's number one. I said, but let's go beyond that. I said, would you consider her to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stable? Right? I said, you've seen my content. He said, yes, sir. He said, I would definitely say that. She's stand up. She has been seeing a therapist for years, not because anything was wrong, but really she just understood the value as a person who's working to become a licensed clinical therapist. She understands the value of therapy. So she's really solid, a really great girl. I said, okay. I said, so let me then tell you this. Every woman needs 3 basic things in a relationship. Don't forget this. I said, you're 24, you're going to learn this, and it's going to help you. Number 1, every woman needs to feel safe. Okay? When every woman can rest in feeling safe around you, she can also rest in her feminine energy. And when she can rest in her feminine energy around you, she's going to feel safe mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
So let me stop that right there. I got a question because that was a little confusing to me, because I don't think that, shout out Kenny, shout out Embrace the Grace, and everyone who is also now entering the chat. David Williams, shout out to you. All right. What I'm confused with is, you'll hear a lot of that, about a woman feeling safe, but and that's what's gonna be able to make her open the floodgates. But how come a lot of women now are sexually liberated and tend to have the same exact, give the man that's giving them nothing the same thing that they should be giving the person that's committed to them? You're on mute, Alicia.
Is that, sorry, but just a quick question. Is that sexual liberation or is that like simping? Because I don't think that's sexual liberation. There's a difference. Sexual liberation is a little bit different than somebody just simping because they simply like somebody so badly that they want to give their mind, their body, everything because they don't have that self-respect. I mean,
Are you calling women simps?
Men simp too. I'm just saying
No,
with that
yeah, I usually
specific
call men
question.
simps.
But I mean, when it's on both sides, but that specific question wasn't about sexual liberation. I don't think a sexual liberated person is someone that understands their body, their mind. They're not just giving it to everybody. They could be asexual and sexually liberated. You get what I mean? So I just don't think that's sexual liberation if you're just being someone who's going to give your mind, oh, I'm cooking him dinner, I'm giving him wife duties, but I'm not even a girlfriend type of thing. That's a little different. I think your mind is in a different place,
But
in my opinion.
but what I'm saying is when I mention sexual liberation, I'm talking about being liberated enough to say your body, your choice, right? You give it to whoever you want. So, that feeling of I need to be your man, or you need to be my man is no longer a main thing for women to have sex nowadays, right? Because you're liberated. You do what you want with your body. So now when you got a man like this, which I think that guy that's talking is a simp. But you got a man like that that's talking about being sexually, about, what a woman needs. Is it true?
But he didn't say she needed to have sex with them. He just
Yeah, they're talking about physical intimacy.
and relationship though, not just physical, like not just a one night stand. Oh, sorry, I'll shut up. Because I'm
No. It's okay. It's
You don't
okay.
have to shut up. You don't have to
It's
shut
a
up.
conversation. You don't got it.
He
Let's
didn't
have the
say it. He
conversation.
was talking about in that sense someone in a marriage and like a long lasting relationship. He wasn't really talking about, well, in my how I took it is that he wasn't talking about you just met her in the club and she's sexually liberated and you sexually liberated and y'all smashing that same night and now she's waking up cooking you breakfast because that's a little different. I think what he was talking about is someone who is trying to build a relationship or they in a relationship, a committed relationship. So I'm just slightly confused on that part.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna let you get it right now, kid. What I'm saying is that in a relationship, he's saying that a woman needs to feel safe. But I'm quite sure that I don't know his wife, but I'm quite sure that a lot of these women that feel and say the same exact things that therapist is saying don't really require much else from the men that they are sexually attracted to, as
That's right.
opposed to your man who has to give you everything in order for him to get the box, or you're gonna close off on him. So is what he's saying in fact.
I feel like when you put it like that, now I could like because I've been trying to listen to the both of you, but when you put it like that, then yeah, you're absolutely correct. What I'm finding on my end with a lot of females that I know, and I got females from all walks of life, a lot of them want to hold out and be that woman for that man that they want to actually commit to. And if they don't feel like they're going to commit to you, then like, I mean, it's almost like you're disposable. The sex is disposable. That date is disposable. Not that they don't have morals or standards. It's just like, it is what it is. They're not taking it, like they don't take the situation serious. But if it's a man that they're interested in, it's like I'm gonna make him wait a little bit. I like him. I like the cat and mouse of it. This somebody that
That's
wants to be my friend.
wild.
Ben not doing that now.
That's
Okay.
wild, yo. But
I'm
let
just
me
keeping
read.
it blunt,
Then
like
you
when
got
I
it.
in and I get a
I,
converse.
I agree. You speaking facts. You don't make the rules. I understand. All right, we got a $5 super chat from $4.99 super chat from my God Blockchain in the building. Shout out to you.
Blockchain.
Blockchain, yo. We gotta bleep out some words. Sexually liberated is nothing more than women being, you know what, and not
304.
shame for it. Right. 304. Let's see that. And not wanting to be shamed for it. Shout out to you. All right. Chip, you got that.
All right. So what I wanted to say, I listened to both segments of this doctor, therapist, whatever. He sounded like somebody you find in a Cracker Jack box. He is literally going to get this 24-year-old railroaded because here's the thing, man. As men, we understand that women, when they get involved in relationships, there is a certain component, certain things that they look for. One, they look for your productivity. You know what I'm saying? They look at, like, when a woman gives herself to you, she expects her life to change. And when she stopped giving herself to you, that means she already seen what you're about. And you ain't going nowhere than what you already are. You were stagnant. And that turns women off. That's why they withhold the cookie. They don't already open up the back door. Oh, yeah, she getting intimacy. It just ain't from his 24-year-old ass. And this dumb crackerjack joke of a doctor is sitting up here saying all this foo-foo stuff because his mama that raised him told him this. You feel me?
Yo, you stupid. You're a
I feel
fool.
like
We
part
gotta.
of that could be. I feel like I agree with part of that.
All of it.
Just I don't agree with all of it. That's my.
Then tell me
I agree
why.
with like the.
Tell me why. Tell me why. And tell me
Hold
what
up, Faye. I want you to get that. Let me read this. Let me read this super chat. You want to read it? Yes, Kid. You read that, Kid. Go ahead, Kid. Look at Kid face. Wake up, Kid. We got a $5 super chat from my guy. Watch. What up, man? Go ahead, Kid.
Okay. It's all not. Well, Watch the Screen sent a $5 super chat, and it says, "It's all nonsense. Modern BS. Modern women and culture tells women they have zero duty. Can the women give 4 expectations a man have of his wife?"
Good question. Good question. Yo, Kid is hilarious. Come on, Kid. Answer the question, Kid. He paid for it.
But he didn't ask me. He asked the panel. Shit.
He asked the women.
Can we
one of the
reiterate
women
the
on the
question?
panel. Yeah. Huh?
Okay, break that question down for me because I feel like you get it. I don't. Okay, I'm confused today.
Okay, so it's all nonsense. Modern BS. Modern women and culture tells women they have zero duty. Can the woman give 4 expectations a man can have of his wife? 4 expectations that a man should have from his wife. Meaning that cooking could be an expectation, right?
Whatever you guys set up before you get
I
married.
feel like cooking and stuff is like minor. That's just falls under household duties. Like, you know how to take care of a household. That's cooking, cleaning, laundry, the kids. That's a given. That's just, can you as a wife or as a woman take care of your home front? Yes, that's an expectation. All of those things fall under taking care of the home front. Next, like, what's the second, third, and fourth? Job.
I feel like that depends on
Intimacy,
whoever your
sex.
partner is. Yeah. It depends on what you guys wanted before you got married. You should know what he wants and he should know what you want. Even if it's more than 4 expectations, but if we just setting up 4 and he's the man, he wants you to cook, or he would like someone that does cook and he marries her and she don't cook, then that sounds like something they should have set up before they got married, or vice versa. She didn't learn how to cook along the way. If one of his expectations is that she gives him some every week, once a week, that's really low, but whatever, that's a expectation you can live up to, and that falls somewhere down the line, then they could talk about. I mean, that's expectations is kind of like, well, don't you set up that personally? You know, it shouldn't be general if it's a relationship between those people.
Right. Okay. Kit, you want to read this? We got a $10 super chat from Embrace the Grace. Shout out to you.
I hate actually knowing how to read and have a reading voice sometimes. Embrace the Grace sends us a $10 super chat. Why is it that we are so focused, or that we are so often focused on how a man is supposed to treat and act towards a woman? We don't teach and give that same energy teaching women how to treat and act towards men.
In what country?
I think they do. Some women are raised with their grandmothers saying, my grandma always said, "Oh, you need to make sure you know how to cook," or this or this. My mom's mom, I would say that, and my dad's mom. I have like 2 different grandmothers. I have me like a southern grandmother, and I got me an up north grandma. They styles of men relationships are completely different. Plus, it's a 20-year age difference, so their times are different. One grandmother feel like short sleeves and being modest is the way to go. The other one, she'll be a city girl right along with me because she's a younger grandma. But I feel like he don't look like that. But I be transparent on here. But I just feel like some people do still get taught how a female should treat a man. That is still like my background. That's still common. I still hear people talk about that. Aunts, like your great aunts, your grandmothers. That's still a thing. Even my
Some of
dad.
some of it is culturally embedded, and I feel like we've talked about
Mhm.
this on the panel before. It's
Yeah.
culturally embedded because I've been, even though not all the relationships are great in my family history, but we've been taught a certain level of like machismo or men's role generally versus women's role generally, even though it's
Mhm.
2024, so we kind of
So
see
does
both
big
worlds.
does question, ladies? We're gonna read this super chat, and I got a question. We got a $4.99 super chat from my guy Blockchain. Shout out to you once again. Hey, kid. You got the voice for it.
Blockchain Beeman says sexually liberated is to pretty women, body positivity is to fat women, or what quote unquote beauty is subjective to ugly women. Hashtag soothing attempts.
Yo, and we got another $5 super chat from Watch. What up, man? Watch says, thanks for proving my point, guys. Y'all fumbling and stuttering like R. Kelly at the kids' pool party. So
wait,
yo.
I want
I don't
to
get.
wait. I definitely want to say this. So here's the thing, right? And I know y'all hear me say this all the time, but I personally, and I can't speak for other women because I know other women will come and be like, the royal penis is clean, Your Highness. And yeah, that's all great for them. But I don't live for the approval of men. And I think that a lot of the times it's all about men centric. What are y'all doing for men? How are you treating men? What's about men? I don't have any expectations outside of the ones that are in the relationship for the people that are in it. People have this really bad way of having societal norms and expectations in everybody's relationship, but that means that all relationships are cookie cutter. And the last time I checked, none of y'all look like gingerbread men. Everybody is different. Every relationship is going to be different. What is acceptable and okay for that relationship should be what those expectations are. I know a lot of people in relationships where the man is the cook because the woman can't cook boiling water, but he loves to cook and loves to cook for his woman. Does that mean he's simping? No, that means that the expectation is, bitch, I don't want to die because you're going to food poison me. I'm going to go ahead and cook so we can all eat and be happy. Then that's the expectation for that relationship. We have to stop putting this thing around it where this is why I'm just here.
Let me ask y'all a question, because getting back to the main topic, does Big Mama teach y'all about how to please your man in the bedroom? Does she tell y'all your man needs sex multiple times a week? Does it happen?
I talked to my mama and grandma about sex.
I did not have it in my house, but I learned it in school and I paid attention because I didn't want to be lost in the sauce.
So you learned it in school? How'd you learn it in school?
Sex education, like in anatomy. I was very in tune with that class because I was not learning it at home. We did not have those conversations. Highly religious Christian, we didn't have those conversations. We didn't have those conversations. So when I talk to people who have, and I'm not going to go into what that meant for me, but I didn't learn things until later on versus people in my neighborhood that knew things very early. So, but it was, I did not have those conversations at all in my house.
Do you think it's important to have it in your house?
I think it's important to be taught. I didn't learn it in my house, but I learned it in school and I had those programs to learn it, and sex safety, about your body, the anatomy of your body, not just sexual education, but anatomy as well. So having that education, yes, but does it have to be taught in the house? I think it is important to have intimate conversations so that you don't have to have them outside of the house. It becomes
the expectation of pleasing your man. That's the biggest thing. That's something I believe your mama should talk
I
to you
don't
about.
think I want to talk about that with my mama.
This is
Yeah, my mom and grandma, we had those talks because for one, it's important and it started at home. Like almost like what you see is what you wanna like imitate with your partner. And even without knowing certain things that my mom didn't teach me, she indirectly taught me because I watched her with my dad, or I watch how my dad takes care of stuff. The crazy thing that my father think is how my father brought us up and the type of man that he is. That is not the guy that I dated, which is wrong on my part. It's just because my mindset is different from when I was younger to now. Now I'm like more mindful dating, and I'm thinking about I want somebody that's the same as my dad, for many reasons. Because anyway, let me stay on topic. But go
Nah,
ahead. Back
I know the fellas want this real quick. What's
oh,
up?
go
What's
ahead,
up, Chill?
guys.
And Professor, what's good?
So I'm listening to everybody, and I really feel like we're missing, you know what I'm saying, some really key points here. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, I want the fellas, and now I'm talking to the fellas right now. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Listen, there are women who will have fire-breathing sex with you and don't even like your ass. Do you understand this? They will have like straight porno video type sex with you and don't like you. Because just like us, just like men, we pride ourselves on being able to have sex with a woman and not have any feelings. You know what I'm saying? Not be attached to them. But see, women, there's a counterpart to this. There is a counterpart. Women have something very similar. You know what I'm saying? They can have sex with a man, right? You hear me, guys? They can have sex with a man and not have feelings. But see, they have emotional attachments to a goal. Think about the women who sleep with dudes for money. Think about the women who are stripping, and you know what I'm saying? Now, let's go back to what this crackerjack in the box doctor was saying about this 24-year-old. A 24-year-old ain't even in his prime yet. He ain't making no damn money. He's 24 years old, guys. So it's really baffling to me that, you know what I'm saying, we think a woman is going to sit up there and, bust it wide open for a dude who isn't. Because look, here's the thing. Women have unspoken rules. And I done spoke about this several times on this show. You know what I'm saying? Here's one. When she spread them legs, like the sea, you know what I'm saying? And she giving you that juice box, she expect her life to change. And at 24 years old, you can't change nobody's life. You can barely change yours in this society. That's going to drastically change how she looks at you. It's definitely going to drastically change her wanting to sleep with you. If there's no actual benefits, if there's no benefits to be obtained, it's a wrap. She ain't busting it wide open for you no more. Somebody else getting them draws. I'm trying to tell you. At 24 years old, like, you fellas need to understand how women operate. So therefore you could be better equipped for situations like this. I'm just trying to tell you what it is, man. That red pill stuff got y'all messed up in the game, for real. I'm reading some of the comments, and a lot of y'all, man, y'all on that red pill stuff, man. And them ladies gonna run y'all into the road, boy. They're gonna get y'all, man. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all too busy wanting to be heard, but you ain't trying to learn. Learn how this is female nature across the board. I don't give a damn where you go. To my brother Kenny, you can go to Cancun, you can go to Asia, you can go wherever the hell you want. Female nature is global. It's global. You get with a chick and you ain't producing nothing. You could be a straight up lame and you go over there thinking that she gonna bust it wide open for a lame. No, I don't know who uncle gonna taught y'all, man, but y'all better get y'all shit together, man. Goddamn.
Oh man, yo, so what up, man? What up?
Well, there's a lot to unpack here, but I'll be succinct. Your grandparents, your grandmother, your mother should not be teaching your daughters how to please a man. That's first and foremost. You should be learning from your man how to please him. Period, point blank. And if you wasn't sleeping with 15, 20, 30, 50 dudes, you'll probably have a better idea how to please a man, not how to please every man. The second point of this is the second piece of this is a woman needs to stop saying it's a cultural thing why they don't know how to treat a man. Y'all watch enough Lifetime, y'all watch enough Hallmark movies, y'all have heard enough men speaking in these spaces and women speaking in these spaces to understand what men want, how to treat a man. So all that cultural crap, you can cut all that shit out. Pardon my French. I apologize. Y'all have no issue saying exactly what kind of man you want and the man, which is the man you don't qualify for. So that's that part. So we need to stop saying it's a cultural thing and figure it out. Start a woman don't want to compete for a man. Lastly, when it comes to marriages, I speak generally toward marriages. This is not a rare occasion. After the first 4 years of marriage, 48% of women stop having sex. 20% of couples in the United States didn't have sex in the previous year. 61% of people say they're mad with they don't have the intimacy in their marriage, and 53% of men say that they are unfulfilled in their marriages. And as far as how much sex they have in years, 51 times a year people are having sex. That's the average. So it's a lot going on there. A lot of people are marrying people's representatives as opposed to marrying the person they're supposed to be marrying. And that's why there's no intimacy. That's why there's no sex. That's why there's no communication. That's why there's no trust. There's a lot of things that go into that. And like Chill was saying, at 24, first of all, her sexual libido is a lot lower than yours. They usually get around 40. And on top of that, you don't have the money or the leverage, as Chill was saying in his boot camp, to be able to take care of that woman and finesse them draws on a consistent basis. So I'll land my plane there, but that's where I'm at on that.
Right. No, so I felt like that was a shot at me, Professor, when you with your opening statement. So
no, I just don't want. There wasn't a shot. I just don't want people to think that they need to be learning from their people in their household. You can learn how to have sex. Yeah,
I don't mean it like that. I don't mean like your grandma telling you
and not
make sure you put that thing
how to like
make sure you put that thing in your mouth, right?
Like no,
not like that.
Like that.
Yeah, like hygiene and personal.
Girl, you gotta lick them bowels, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. Not like that. We're not going there. What I'm saying is more along the lines of, hey, make sure that you please your man. And how important that is to a man in order to have a healthy, successful relationship with a man. It shouldn't always be a give and a take. I think a lot of women now, when it comes down to sexually pleasing their man, I hear a lot of give and take. If he's not doing this, I'm not doing that. And that give and a take. Go ahead, Elise.
I'm sorry, because I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just hear us talking about pleasing men and men and men and men.
Because men don't have a problem wanting to sleep with y'all.
That's not true.
Well, the stats that Professor just said about usually
it depends
the
on what I mean. Just because there's men that want to sleep with women doesn't mean those women want to sleep with those men. And the men that those women possibly want to sleep with may not want to sleep with them. So there could be a problem somewhere. What I'm trying to say is, if we're going to go back to the video, we're talking about, and we're rearing the conversation towards him, saying like, okay, maybe she is not being provided for properly, maybe because he's not in his prime or this, but I didn't really hear us talk about like foreplay, or because that's a sense of intimacy too. Like maybe they don't really understand each other, like what their own sexuality is. They're 24, right? Or whatever age they both are, they're young. And we didn't talk about that because we're talking about now how you want to please men, but some men don't know how to please women at all. They wouldn't even know where the button was if the light was on and we were showing it to y'all. So it's not just
are y'all showing these men? You got to think like
that's communication.
And even with proper direction from conversations with my own girlfriend. Yes. Yeah.
The problem what I realize is that, so you got to think, stats also show that the majority of men are sexless, right? They're not out here doing whatever. So a lot of men don't know. So when he gets with a woman and he finally does meet a woman, those are usually more of the marriage-minded men. So when he finally does get with a woman, he might not know what to do. So in a lot of cases, it takes women to really teach men. Really, y'all have all of these crazy desires and feelings, and I blame that on them toys y'all use.
The road.
You know what I'm saying?
So what if it's a desire or a feeling?
But see, Candace is right though. Candace is right. Some women get mad when they have to teach.
Or because have you guys asked to be taught? Because some
Because
men
men
don't
are
want to be.
You're wanting to be pleased, so you should be saying, "Hey, I like it this way. I
Men
like it like
always
this."
want to be
You
the
don't
leaders,
wanna-
and now they can't even lead themselves into some coochie. I'm sick of y'all today. Hurry up.
Half of
wanna
y'all
hear
don't know how to
that.
use the banana right either, so I don't even want to hear it.
I'm so sick of y'all. Exactly.
Using all grating with your teeth and everything.
Skin color.
Anyway.
I hope somebody scathed the head off.
Wow. Good God almighty, man. This is just rough. It's just so rough, kid.
Y'all getting on my nerves.
Guys, y'all are extra. Y'all, you know what it is? Again, kind of like how Alicia was saying, it's always men, right? Again, y'all always want to be the leaders of some shit, and somehow it's always the woman's fault. Always.
Every Sunday. We can't have a topic where it comes down to the women. But we gotta always break it back down to what about the men? We're talking. I specifically brought up women on purpose, and you always gotta bring it down to what about the men.
First things first, again, y'all will sit here and say, oh, we don't know how to do, we don't know how to do, we don't know how to do. If y'all are the leaders and you know how you like your yam worked on, why is it that y'all are not leading her to
Guess what? Not every man is a leader. Not every man is a leader.
But that's what y'all all claim. You know what?
Who's all? Who's all? Most of these men that you hear talking about partnerships today. Who's all?
Oh my God.
Who's all? You said it. Oh, look, Mingo, he said partner.
You know
that
what?
therapist said partner.
You know what? I didn't take enough drugs for this today. There's a super chat.
That's what's going on with you. We got a $5 super chat from my man. Watch the screen. He says,
screen says, for the women, what is the equivalent to walking on the outside of the street holding the door open?
It's when we pop y'all pimples or we're doing those little manscaping things that we do to y'all. Y'all be loving that.
I don't get pimples, but don't pop my pimples.
But you know, you
fingernails on my scalp. I've been using T.J. Henley. I ain't got no pimples.
I ain't got none. Skin smooth as a baby bottle.
Smooth, boy. At T.J. Henley, man. Make sure y'all click the link in the description and get yourself a box of T.J. Henley. You know what I'm saying?
I did want to step in and say, you know what I'm saying? Let's think about the age. You know what I'm saying? Right now, this is a 24-year-old, young man, and I'm pretty sure the female that he's, kicking it with is in the same age bracket. Fellas, don't y'all understand women are in their whole phase in their 20s? Because see, when they're in their 20s, that's when they got all the males pining for them. It's like I said, Baskin and Robbins, 31 different flavors, man. They run wild in their 30s, man. They really do. They're in their whole face, so they know how to get down. And then another thing I do want to point out, man, younger women are, they are prone to be attracted to older men because, like I said, man, there are some key components that women, unspoken rules. Like one of the main things is just like when they're dealing with older men or men in general, one unspoken rule that they have is that we just know. And they expect us to just know when it comes to sex, when it comes to fixing the plumbing in the house, when it comes to working on the cars. They just expect us to know. I kid you not.
We expect you to know about your meat. Why would you not know about your meat? It's yours. Why would you not know about it?
What are you talking about? Hold on.
We do know about our meat.
First of all, hold on.
Let me respond to her. Why would you not want to
get?
Blockchain, that's not true.
I need to pause.
Good.
When it comes to, like, for me, for an example, I'm gonna use me for an example. I know about my meat. I know what I like, and I don't care if I get a woman that's inexperienced because I love teaching her. Because I could groom her and teach her the way that I like it. You know what I'm saying?
You mean
you can't say groom. You don't like that word.
I don't give a damn because that's what it is. Any guy that you with, you're being groomed, you're being adapted to his traits, his characteristics, his mannerisms, the words, his sport teams. That's just what it is, whether you like it or not. That's just how the world works, baby. Yeah.
Watch.
And
what's the question? What's the question?
We got a 190.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we have a 199 super chat from Blockchain Beeman. Modern women are in their whole essence phase until married.
What's the question?
So to answer the question, and he was saying, like, what's the equivalent of a man walking the outside of the road. So we're talking about chivalry, right? Because those are what we call like chivalry things. So for me, the equivalent to that would be like, surprising him with lunch at work, something where you're just showing up and just doing something for them selflessly because you care about them and want them to see that, I mean, if he's looking for something else, then he'll have to jump off the moon and land on the star, hopefully. I don't know what else he wants. But as far as being able to, do things that you show, it's called reciprocity. You walking on the outside of the curb, you opening a door, you're pulling out a chair. We're doing stuff like, okay, let's drop him off lunch. Let's, send him money for a haircut. Let's, again, reciprocity. But you also have to know your partner. Y'all be expecting people to just know stuff. And then when we don't know, it's like, okay, well, I'll ask you. And then you'll be like, oh, it don't matter, babe. And then if we get something you don't like or do something, oh, well, she's got that. Again, communication is a farce with you people sometimes. And I'm like, why? Because just why? Like,
I think most men get it. Like nothing like coming home and my wife is like, yo, there's food in the microwave for you, right? That right there makes it worth the while of everything that I'm doing for my wife. So yeah, I think most men understand that. I think he was just asking.
Most men probably understand, but even he says, what did he say? So as many times as he walks on the outside. So basically it's a tit for tat. So basically it's I did it this many times. You're supposed to do it this many times. Like, I thought it was just supposed to be, I like my partner, so I want to do things for them to show them that I like them and the reciprocity of that. And it's like, you can't even spell equivalent. Dude, do something with yourself.
Stop. Listen, look, hold up. I just want to address this, what Skinny is saying here. Please watch the language in the chat. I can get demonetized if the chat is saying things that are, considered broken in YouTube guidelines. So do me a favor and watch the language in the chat.
My ass.
All right. So,
typo. Now it's a typo. Your whole
watch the language. Watch the language on the panel too. All right. Chill. What up, man? What you was gonna say?
Man, I mean, I did want to. Damn, I you know what? I actually forgot what I was gonna say because there's just so much going on, man. And it's like I feel like from my fellas in the comments, I rock with my fellas, man. I am my brother's keeper. I am. You know what I'm saying? So I got the man's back because you know what I'm saying. By some of the things that some of the fellas say, I was like, yo, I used to be like that. I used to think that way. And man, the things that y'all saying, the way that y'all think, that's not how the game works. Like to my brother Kenny. Man, look, there's a place that I love to go. I go to Mauritius, Africa. That's East Africa, man. A very, very beautiful population, very beautiful community. I love the people over there. It's an amazing place to go. But female nature is the same. It's the same no matter where you go. Truth be told, a lot of dudes who like to talk about overseas and everything, they talk about overseas because they're just basically sex tourism. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to get laid. That's it. They ain't going to try to like wipe up nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you a cornball, lame ass dude here in America, you're going to go over there and be the same one. You're not going to magically go over there and appear to be like this alpha dominant man. No, you still going to be that same dude.
Let them know.
So, all right, chill. I got to talk
about
that a little bit.
Go ahead.
Listen a little bit. I don't think that the fellas that travel overseas are all looking for that.
Not all.
I believe, and even to say the majority, I do feel like there's some. I feel like the biggest thing that men are leaving for is the economy and the cheaper living. If you could work remote, right? Because I would do it. If you could work remote and go live somewhere in paradise on a tropical island and pay a quarter of the price of what you pay in America, where we all know not every man is a boss out here in America. Not every man is going to make $100,000, $200,000. So if I could make my $80,000 and go live somewhere and live like I'm making $200,000, and then the benefit is the women there, then why not? So I understand the concept of the majority. Now, are there men going out there literally doing that? Yeah, just like there's women. I think both sexes happen to do the same thing. But
yeah,
I don't, that's just my from me learning how that culture works.
And and to say on you, you know what I'm saying, to respond to that, here's the thing. That is true. And to my fellas who are thinking about doing that, I'll give you some game because I know a lot about it. I was thinking about doing it myself. If you work remotely, get yourself what is called a digital visa. That means you could travel to a bunch of these countries already have that. So when you get a digital visa, that means you could work remote. Like you could work at a remote job here, but go travel somewhere else to any country that has it. I know Colombia has it. A lot of places in Africa have it. You know what I'm saying? I only travel to melanated places. So most of the melanated countries have it. So if that is something that you're thinking about doing, then yeah, do that. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a digital visa. If you're really that serious about it, yeah, do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brothers who want to get a digital visa and go there and make their money stretch. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking for the fellas that, they be whining all the goddamn time, man. I love you fellas. Like I said, I am my brother's keeper. And I want y'all to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have desert penis. I want you to go out there and get some draws. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
those
want you to
women
have
that's
the record.
overseas, those women that's overseas is the same like the States. Like the things that may be one is different, like what you said. Like, cause I done deployed. Women overseas love to see the uniform coming. They love to see like tourist men coming. They in anything because they know what benefits come with, and they are the ones that are properly or ultimately groomed because they have other motives for what they may need that from that man. So whoever's saying about, I'm just gonna say that I do agree with that part there because I done seen it overseas.
Yes. And just like I said, see, that verifies what I tried to tell you, fellas. There are women that will have, like I said, fire breathing sex with you, boy. Make your toes like onion, like curly fries, man. And they don't even like you.
Nope.
At all.
Especially not overseas. They know what they looking for. They gonna hold you down too.
I can only teach you the game, and maybe I'll have a course. I do got boot camp sign-ups, man, because like I said, man, I want my fellas to be, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be prepared out here, man. The game is savage. It's savage. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give y'all the lesson. So we got boot camp sign-ups, man, and I'll let y'all know the dates, man, and y'all come on and sign up. Put you to boot camp classes.
Wake up, kid. All right, yo. So check it, right? We're gonna continue with the video.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's continue with the video. Let's continue.
Hey, Ash. Hey, babe.
What up, Ash? What up?
What's up, Ash?
Ash is in the chat. All right, hold on. This guy, this simple.
Job as a man is not to make her necessarily feel safe, because she has to come to the table with some mental, emotional, and spiritual stability as well. But your job is to support what she's bringing to the table so that she ultimately feels as safe as she humanly possibly can feel. I said, so when you do that, she can rest in her feminine energy. She doesn't have to worry about being on guard. She doesn't have to worry about responding, to you doing or saying something crazy. She doesn't have to even worry about what you're going to do next, or if you may do something off the grid, because you're going to make her feel safe by how you show up mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And that's going to cause her to be able to rest and relax in her feminine energy. So the second thing that every woman needs to know or needs to receive is that every woman needs to be seen. He said, you mean in terms of looked at by other people? I said, no. She needs to be seen, listened to, heard, considered by you. This is important. I said, because most women that are healthy could really care less about what other men think about her as much as she cares about how her man sees her.
Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about Professor.
Oh my
What's
God.
your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts is, did he get his doctorate degree from the same place Dr. Cheyenne Bryan got hers, from that closed university? Because this dude's terrible. I just need to know. This is complete light skin energy. He is the poster child for what I say. Got that Ralph Tresvant. No, I had nothing to say, man. What he had to say was complete hogwash, basura, trash, dumpster juice. Don't listen to this man. If you do, you're gonna end up just like this man. He's the counselor. Think about it. Counselors get paid by you talking to them, so they don't fix the problem. They want you to continue to have the problem, so you continue to spend money on them. So just take that under advisement. I ain't got nothing to say
Hold
about
on,
this nice
I'm gonna
game.
get to the super chat. Yo, Embrace says simpology.
Yes.
101.
101. We gotta find out. We got a $4.99 super chat from my guy Blockchain. Yo, Kit, come back here, Kit. What? Shout out to you. It's not about what they want overseas. It's what they are willing to give to get it, right? How they were raised and their values. All right. I don't want to dig too far back into
right.
He said that.
The crazy thing about this whole thing, right? Everybody want to call him everything under the sun, XYZ. He is literally explaining how to make a woman feel and be so that she can show up for you. And instead of embracing that, you're saying he's a simp. Why am I on this fucking show every Sunday? I don't know.
It's sort of simple.
You're the feminist antagonist, and
because you're part of the show, Kit. That's why.
Yeah, because you're going to say things that you are going to say things that men are going to naturally just repel. They're going to be grossed out by it because we understand. You know what I'm saying? There are women who got options. There are women who, you know what I'm saying, shop at the bargain bin. They just got different mindsets. You know what I'm saying? So this dude right here, we need to see his paperwork and his credentials. We need to see what type of woman he got. Because, hey, let me tell you something. Him talking like that, women are grossed out by that. They already know he lying. They know that.
So let's talk about that. Then. Let's talk about what. Let's attack what he said. If that's how we feel. What about what he said makes you feel the way you feel?
Okay, so the things that he was saying, basically, you need to make a woman feel a certain way. He's not giving the men of today the right ammunition to be successful within their relationship. What he's basically doing is siding with the same crap that we hear women say. You know what I'm saying? They're telling, all right, fellas, y'all remember some of the things I was talking about? How women try to fill out. They're always shit testing you. They're always trying to see what type of man you are. Well, I want you to be vulnerable with me. Tell me all your dark secrets, everything. I want to know. Come lay up under me 24/7. Come watch The Lion King. Come watch Friends.
Men are the same way. Men are the same way.
Love Actually. What's Love Actually?
But then the moment you do that, the moment you sit up there and be soft like a sorry sad sack, it's a wrap. She'd be like, yeah, this ain't the dude I thought he was. He a straight bum. He a punk. He a chunk. And I'm about to run the tables on him. You know what? I'm going to disrespect him so bad, I might get with one of his friends and listen to this crackerjack of a joke. That's exactly what you're going to do. And that's exactly what you want to get.
For you.
So no, you don't.
Picking him out the bargain bin.
You don't feel bad for me.
Not really. You keep picking him out the bargain bin, okay?
Chill.
On that clearance right.
Chill, I got a question for you, Chill. How many times have you been on the other side of a woman saying, "Oh, my dude's so soft. I wish my dude was more like you." Thank you.
Mad times, yo.
All the time.
Thank you. So what he's saying is true. We've been on the other side.
That's fun. That's nice.
Nothing about what he said was be soft though. Like nothing about that said be soft. Like y'all get so y'all conflate things so badly, and it's so irritating. It's the same way that people like to conflate, you know, all the different things that we've had in topics on this channel. He said, you know, understand her, like let her feel comfortable and secure with you, that so that she can actually feel like this is someone I can be intimate and have that level of femininity with. And somehow him telling him to be more mindful about the woman he married so that she could feel comfortable and safe in the space that he's with her in, somehow makes him a simp and he's gonna get ran all over. So basically it's like y'all just run over us and tell us what the fuck to do, and if we don't do it, it's like, oh well, you some little trailer trash whatever, and that's why you ain't gonna never have nothing or whatever. Y'all blow me every
This woman gonna get me she gonna get me demonetized.
The reason women like bad boys, they like the thing that does they don't like that monotony. Like they like things that's gonna switch up. Like pimps always say, the reason why they can keep them women doing what they do is because they never know, them girls never know if they're coming or they going. You can't make a woman feel 100% safe. You gotta put a little action in there, because then you get boring, and then they end up with Chill or myself, and then or somebody's truck with a leash on.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody truck with a leash.
And we all need pimps. And that's
I never said anything. I never said y'all was 304s. I didn't say all women were 304s.
I said in your analogy, you just said, why do pimps keep getting the 304s to come back? Because you got to keep them on their toes. So we like men that just keep us on our toes.
No.
Actually, I let
okay.
y'all talk. When I complain
go ahead, Elisa. Go ahead. You fine.
When I complain about men being any type of emotionals, because you guys have not been conditioned to learn about your emotions or weed through them, or even have not everybody, but some men have not been taught or conditioned how to have emotional intelligence. So when you have those emotions, how you guys act on them versus how we act on them, there is a misunderstanding there. So in that misunderstanding, I've never done it personally, but have I seen it come off and you shouldn't cry because you're a man, or you so soft, or you're so this. That's a misunderstanding of us not understanding how we're both dealing with our emotions. I have seen it where you guys are not emotionally intelligent, and things that should make sense just don't make sense.
Like what?
I just
like
want to
what?
this
Like this.
Why you yelling for?
Here is another
emotional intelligence.
Here is my fellas, my brothers, come on now. Here's another unspoken rule that these ladies ain't gonna open up their daggone mouths to tell you. Here, they expect you, gentlemen, my brothers, they expect you to be equal parts civilized and savage. That means when you're that way, she could trust her life in your hands. That's how you make a woman feel comfortable. Not all this joking from this goddamn what these high yellow dudes, boy. I try to tell you, man, they come around this soft stuff, man.
Right?
This soft stuff.
with that Carl Thomas, Rob Transparent energy.
Yeah. The man, he the type of dude that sit up there and sing Summer Rain. Oh, Carl
I get emotional.
Yeah, fellas, they expect you to be equal parts civilized and savage, meaning she wants you to be able to blend in any type of settings. She wants you to be able to fit in, but at the same time, when there's danger about, you ain't no pussy. You ain't no chump. You ain't gonna go out here and get
a man wants a woman to be the same way. You want me to be conservative out in the streets, be respectful and mindful of what I have going. And when we get home, I gotta be the what you said, the 304.
That's why that phrase, freaking the sheets and the lady in the street.
That's different though. That's different though, Faye.
That's what different.
Here's the thing. Go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off. You got it, GMT?
No. I was just gonna say the difference is, right? A woman in the streets and 304 in the sheet is two different things than saying I need Tupac in the suit. Basically, you're asking a man to be Mr. Thug Life when it's time, right? Meaning that he could possibly put his life on the line for you, but then at the same time, you still are asking for a man to tote the line and be sophisticated. Sometimes that balance confuses men. What is it for a woman to naturally be raised classy, but then taught that when you're with your man in the bedroom to be a certain way?
That's something, because if you're completely raised demure, or that's two different. What you mean? Look at Ashley. No offense to Ashley, you beautiful girl.
No,
but
I'm just saying what she said.
I was like, what do you mean? Look at Ashley. She's beautiful.
Hail Mary.
She doesn't give me.
What she said?
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
I do need to talk in the sure do.
All your kids will grow.
I'm trying to tell
All
you.
you need is the little nose ring. You almost there.
Look,
Hey.
listen, and to phase comment. Here's the thing. When it comes to us, when it comes to men, but like I said,
Come back, kid.
there's going to be a grooming part of that. So we are going to naturally mold you into the type of woman that we want. You are going to be like, we don't want no chick. If we got a business meeting, we want a woman that's going to come and turn heads. You know what I'm saying? And when we say we want that, naturally we're going to pick one and we're going to groom her and mold her into that. You is not going to mold the guy to be civilized and savage. That's just not your job. He has to already have that. And if you do have to teach him to be that, you're going to be turned off because it ain't going to be authentic. He's going to be a lame.
So you guys
See how
want
that
build
works?
the women, but
What'd you say?
so you want build the women.
You said what?
Yeah, so men are you're supposed to assimilate to what a man wants. Yeah, we're supposed to make you what we want
That's
for
why
you.
the husband's
Yes,
a groom, right?
correct.
Groom your woman.
Thank you. See, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. It's something about the younger woman who just get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to the women who done passed like the age of 30. You know, once you pass the age of 30, you start sounding like this light-skinned Jill Levert type dude, man. And it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Younger women just tend to get it. God has to already naturally have that. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, like me, I grew up kind of rough. I grew up in the system. So I definitely had that savage part. But the other part I needed to get was to be civilized. That comes with age. It comes with age. You know what I'm saying? Because you're literally trying to be savage and run your face into the wall and trying to learn everything. But like I said, man, and I get it.
I just don't appreciate liars. Like, you're lying.
You talking about that light-skinned dude?
No, I'm talking about you. You're lying.
About what? About what?
You are on this panel howling about that you're civilized. Stop lying to people. You ain't never found a civilization where you are civilized in ever. Why are you lying to people?
I am very civilized. I am a dapper Dan. When I step out, I always make sure I look nice.
You know what? I almost said something ignorant. Don't do that.
Oh, what the hell? You see me? What? I am civilized to the T. I know how to speak. Look, didn't I get you some new customers?
And some French fries.
Come on.
Yeah, because I was tearing them French fries up, but I think he was going to try to punch me. But you know, it's okay.
I mean, I told you, stay off my plate. That's that savage side.
He said he's civilized and savage. He
And
bear with a
I
cup of tea.
I was a savage with my fork. Okay, you want me to
Watch has
stop
been on
eating your
before.
French fries? Make me. And I'm taking another one.
That's watch.
Yeah, that's watch.
That's why I'm not paying him no attention. Like, he's watching here, and I'm not there.
Yo, hold up. Before we move on, quick, yo, let's all give a special shout out to Quint. Quint had a surgery.
Oh wow!
And he is recovering right now. So shout outs to my guy Quint in the closet. Shout out to you. Hold up, we got a $10 super chat from mine.
The doctor is just going the doctor is just going the Jaheim route. Put that woman first. There's nothing wrong with that as long as he educates the men properly as well. Quint, we gotta use my closet more.
He need to go to BBD route, slap it up, flip it, and rub it down. That's where he needed to go.
I'm trying
to tell you.
I don't deal with any type of like.
Listen,
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. But I think that BBD was talking about backstage, underage, adolescent.
We're not saying the whole song.
I'm gonna let y'all rock with that.
Some of the lyrics, you know.
Listen to all the lyrics.
It's important to check the paperwork of people, especially like the doctors and everything. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Everybody has their everybody has their, and then he's on the internet saying this stuff. So you know, it's just like the preachers we got today in the church. I mean, look at it right now. The men done walked away from the church because them dudes up there just saying a whole bunch of stuff that ain't helping them in their relationships and ain't helping them in real lives. All right. And this doctor is exactly part of the problem. So it is important to check that man paperwork. Who raised him? Was he raised by a 2-parent household? I doubt it if he sounded like that. And if it was his mama who raised him, then you know what it is. Mamas
And
always
chill. Let me ask you a question. Why is every dude that talk like that cheating on their wife?
because you want to
I
know
just
why?
want to know how Chill always gets the pass because he wasn't raised in a 2-family home. He wasn't raised by a dad. He wasn't.
I was not.
So somehow,
Nope.
but that's always the conversation. Oh, you know they raised by these women or whatever. You wasn't raised by. You was raised by a bunch of women. So like, why is it that like somehow you magically get the pass but others don't? Like, I'm sorry. What?
I'll tell you why. Because I magically got strong, dominant men in my freaking life. I had a mentor, you know what I'm saying, that showed me the way. I had to be married and divorced to actually realize that everything that I learned from all them cackling ass heifers was the wrong ass thing. And it took me to be married for 20 plus years and a divorce. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I thought I was doing everything right. What? I was working. I was making money. What? You know what I'm saying? I had to learn. And see, that's the problem. A lot of guys, man, they'll go out here and get married, get divorced, do all this stuff, and then go right back into a relationship, never trying to figure out what it was that made that woman turned off. I didn't do that. Okay, that's why I get a pass, and that's why I'm trying to get the game so they don't have to go through the same thing I did. All right, I'm here to save my brothers, not take them down the pathway that you trying to take them. You trying to get these dudes effed up.
But why is that the assumption? Because that's, I mean, what did I? Okay, so it specifically tell me what I said. That's trying to get them effed up when all I've been trying to do is get the sexless some more buns. You tell me, because I don't know. I
don't think he's talking about you. I think he's talking about that therapist.
No, he said me. He said me. He didn't say the therapist. I know what I heard, unless I'm hearing it wrong. No?
Yeah, her too. She's gonna get if men listen to her. It's gonna be a rap show. I'm just gonna be honest. Kit is my sister, though. Kit is family.
Wait, chill. Let me say this to you. The one thing I don't tell you is who or what you are. And you will sit here and say what you think you know about me when men absolutely win because I help them do it all the time. Please stop. Just because we have a difference of opinion doesn't mean that what I do does not work. Please stop. If what works for you, telling men to, you know, hey, if that woman say this, and if that works for them and it works, then adios, amigos, gracias, cada loco con su tema, and todo. If it works, it works. But again, I have no problem with helping men get the buns. And I actually show them how to actually talk to women so that they can actually put the meat that they ain't getting to put in nothing to finally make something happen. So again, just because you do not agree, please stop telling and saying, oh, Kit just gonna, and Kit, because notice how I never say that about you. I tell you who you are. I tell you what I think about you, but I never tell you if what you do works. And I never say if XYZ is going to be ABC. So please stop doing that because my track record tracks, baby. And Wall Street is in there. He can absolutely vouch for that. And I can send other people to vouch for that. You don't know my record, so please stop. Now, me and you are always solid, but stop that.
Yo, he said cackling happens forever, chill never. Yeah, it's stupid. Oh,
hey, man, we're gonna put that on a t-shirt, y'all. Cackling heifers.
Yo, do me a favor. If y'all ain't hit the like button, hit the like button. Yo, so check it. Y'all got me over here. Y'all got me over here tearing up for real, man. Y'all tripping today.
No, y'all not tripping, but we not gonna do that because my track record tracks. I can prove mine. Can you prove yours?
Absolutely.
Show me the dudes that you've helped, and I'll show you the dudes that I've helped, and then we can meet in the middle.
Heck yeah. Because I said we should do a show like that. I could bring up all the brothers that I helped. I got a lot of people that signed up to my boot camp class. I got a brother who got his ex back. He needed to know how to get her back, and I showed him how to get her back. Not only that, I don't know why he wanted to go back to the ex, but whatever was whatever. They got a family together, and look, like I said, man, if you got kids with somebody, you need to go back to where you started your family at. That's just what I suggest. And I showed them how to do that. I also showed fellas, you know, I got dudes in my camp that got married and they have fruitful lives with their wives, man. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk to GMT. We're going to set that up. Now, Are you
That's a
bringing
good
on?
Friday. That's a good Friday episode.
That's a good Friday episode right there. Because I got everybody on the phone. I could call them up and we could just do that. Now, if you just bringing on dudes who just clapping cheeks, then what is that?
No. And now you want to, okay, so once it was just about the sexless. Now you're talking about relations. I can bring both. Again, stop assuming. I'm not assuming anything about you. Don't assume anything about me. The one thing you know about me on this panel is that that's the only time I really go there is when we make assumptions. Assumptions make an ass out of you, and I have enough ass on my own. So please let's stop.
I've seen you. I've seen it. I've seen
She ain't lying.
But here's
I know,
the thing.
right?
If you teach all these fellas how to do all of these things to get relationships, why ain't nobody snag you off the market yet?
Baby, are you sure that hasn't happened and I just didn't tell you?
I'm talking about marriage.
Who said I wanted to be married? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, you don't want to be married? So you
No.
want to just, work till the day you die? That's in the
Marriage
plan?
means that you don't have to do that. I'm an investor. I trade. I know how to do shit. Chill. Like, and none of that requires a man to do it. But if I want one, I can have one. What is wrong with you?
I'm just asking.
Let me kill this right here. My face card never declines. My education and intellect is intact. I know how to speak to the men that I actually want to speak to in the way that I want to speak to them. And if I want to get chosen, I can. And I promise you it's never a problem. So please stop making these assumptions. You and your ass is getting bigger than your head right now for all the assumptions you're making. Please stop.
She said, "Don't play with her."
Not making an assumption. I was just asking a question.
Chill. There's safe things to assume. I can assume that you might, survive an 18-wheeler hitting you. That's a safer assumption. Stop making assumptions about me, bro. That's all I'm asking. You want to have a one-on-one conversation with me and you want to understand how I make stuff happen? Absolutely. But please don't assume. You'll be wrong every time, and it'll smack you in your face. It'll gobsmack you. So please stop.
Can we film that one? Can we film that conversation?
I'm not assuming anything about it.
We can put that on pay-per-view.
We should.
All right, y'all. So check it out. I got another video for y'all, man. I'm gonna stop playing with that.
Yeah, play with your ball.
really
Mama. Jesus. Things to play with.
I said the dudes didn't like them. Him. They didn't like his.
Oh no. They're not. You got guys are not gonna like guys that back in the day that was cool. You got to think like for how long we've always been hearing. No, it's not that.
What?
How long have men been hearing you need to put that woman first, as they was mentioning the Carl Thomases of the world, the baby faces. I'll pay your rent. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner. As soon as I get home from work, I'm working all day. You ain't doing nothing, but I gotta come home and cook your dinner too. So men are tired of that. So of course now we're in a generation where men are saying, nah, like, yo, we not sipping out no more. And that's really what that is. So when you have a therapist coming and talking to a bunch of men on you still need to baby women, no, let women meet us halfway, since the 50-50 is a thing now. Right? Mm-hmm. So that's really what it is. I got a video for y'all. I don't really like this pastor. My wife likes this guy for some reason, but I'm gonna play him and let him. She just threw something at me.
Married to your partner and feel like you're living in a desert. To literally
He says partner a lot.
Connection point with them on any level, right? Man, I'm not having a connection physically, sexually, emotionally. You got a roommate, and we first have to acknowledge how heartbreaking that is. That you signed up to be in relationship with a lifelong partner, to grow in intimacy and love for each other. You feel that that's not there. That's heartbreaking. That's devastating. So I want to acknowledge that before. A lot of times people, they answer questions and they don't really even take a moment to acknowledge the feelings of the person. And so, man, that's a lot to grieve. That's a lot to long for. That's a lot to be sad about. There needs to be some marriage counseling. If your partner is not open to going to marriage counseling, I would strongly suggest you go for yourself. A lot of times, and I would go for this specific reason that you have right now, because the therapist, if you're spouse doesn't want to go to therapy with you, the therapist could give you language that will allow you to come home and have the type of conversations that need to precipitate change. Now, anytime there's going to be change, there's going to be disruption. So I just want you to know, if you start addressing and confronting this behavior, even in the most loving way, it's going to get colder than what it already is. Sometimes you need to blow up the version of your marriage that has not been working so you can get to the version of your marriage that does work.
All right. Y'all understood what was going on over there?
Yeah, I understood.
All right, before we get into the topic, we got a $4.99 super chat from my block. Yo!
Let's read Blockchain's $4.99 super chat. The idea of Chill teaching any man anything other than performing bald head maintenance is terrifying. Call the feds.
Bald head maintenance. Yo.
All I gotta say is we should do something to where we could put our proof out on Front Street. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at teaching men, young men, older men. I'm very good at that. What I like to do, you know what I'm saying? If anybody want to ever challenge that, we should do it on a public setting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying we should do it in a public setting. And Candace, you already know what's up.
Yo, she said Chill just be talking. Yo, let's what you call it. Let's deal with that pastor before we get about it. So he is a pastor, I believe.
Is it?
My wife is back there. Yeah, he's a pastor.
Oh my God. So because you said he's a pastor, he's definitely talking about like no sex before marriage in this case, right? Because I really don't understand how you don't know or didn't vet your partner, as he's saying, before the marriage. You didn't understand that there wasn't a sexual energy between y'all before y'all got married. So I would assume he's talking like no sex before marriage, right? Like, is that where we're gonna base the conversation off of?
You can have a sexual energy before marriage without having sex. I want to talk in the same NPR voice that the pastor's speaking in.
Ooh.
So I don't know.
Well, you're right though. Sorry to cut you off. You're right. You can have sexual energy, but no sex before marriage is what we're gonna base it off of.
No sex before marriage.
I guess we can assume that, yes.
But is that even really possible these days? You know what I'm saying? No sex before marriage.
People do it and they get real upset.
How it's so rare though. It's so rare.
It's extremely rare, but it still happens.
It still happens, yes.
I don't even think it's worth talking about. So when you look at something that barely ever happens,
why?
How can you even say, oh, but it's a thing? Should it be a thing? I agree, it should be. But
it should.
Is it a thing?
Well, there are some women, like especially in other religions, that believe in soaking, which is not technically a form of sex, and then there's oral sex, which they don't call oral or other the backdoor sex that they don't consider sex either. So there's other things that people do that they don't consider sex.
Okay.
And then there's some people who just are completely
just get it out, just get it all up in there. Yes, yeah, that's them too. That's them too.
I was going the other way.
Oh, it's them too.
Yes, the other way, but yes. So I mean, I guess for the basis of this conversation, I'm gonna go with they didn't have sex before marriage because I can't understand how y'all didn't have that connection or even know if there was a basis before. So I mean, yeah, if you want to stay married, go to therapy, like he said, or go to a sex therapist. Come to one of my yoga classes on Friday. I don't know. That's
it.
Here we go. Nah, I'ma stay. If you are in the Charlotte area, make sure you guys sign up. Nah, I'ma stay yoga classes.
You gotta go.
Friday, we teach you
I'll come out there
about sultry
on
Fridays.
I'm gonna come out there and help the ladies in your class and give them the real information. If you got any fellas in there, I'll give them the real information too. But I mean, here's the thing, man. Has anybody ever seen a couple that went like? Let's just be honest. When I hear preachers talking about therapy and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Usually when a relationship is going sour, it's, you know what I'm saying? Usually, let's just be honest, it's the the woman who is feeling some sort of way. And there are key components to why she feels some sort of way. The problem is men tend to ignore why that is. It could be their lack of productiveness. It could be, you know what I'm saying? They're still in the same apartment. She's still driving the same car. She's, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that we don't even talk about, but yet you get a preacher like this dude, you know what I'm saying? He's telling you, you need to go and see therapy. You need to do and do that. But yet all you're going to do is go and sit in front of 9 times out of 10, a female therapist who's going to say things that's going to, y'all know how this goes. Y'all know how this goes. It doesn't change. Oh God. And I land my plane right there, man. I land my plane right there because I just, you know, it'd be the same exact thing, man. It's always these dudes who go out here and get these tattoos and they don't want to remind you why they got them tattoos in the first place. A lot of guys get tattoos because they're not getting tattoos like women get tattoos. Women tend to get tattoos because it's a symbolizer of something that was emotional to them. Men get tattoos because they want to be more appealing to women. Just like they used to dress a certain way. Like, y'all remember we used to wear the Avirex jacket and everything when Mob Deep and everybody was wearing stuff like that, man. We was like, yo, all the girls like them dudes, man. And we started rocking like that, rocking the Timbs like them and all of that. Dudes tend to do things to attract the women. Women tend to do things because, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna add a little spicy to this conversation because we haven't really talked about sex at all in the conversation. I'll keep it as light as possible.
Let's
but
talk
I
about
just feel like, baby, I just feel like if because of where the conversation was coming from or where the source of the conversation is coming from, I think a lot of, especially like heavily religious partnerships, relationships, they sometimes find guilt or they don't really understand their sexuality. So now they're in this partnership and they may want to try certain things. And now they have the Bible or religion or a certain type of expectation over their marriage. And maybe they're too shy to say, I want to be spanked, or can we create a sex room, or things of that nature. Or now maybe the woman is more sexually inclined and she's married to this man and he's looking at her like, I didn't want a 304. I asked for someone very demure, very mindful, and now this is what you want and it's not matching in our marriage. So that could be a consideration for the conversation too, that they don't match sexually anymore.
We got
from the church.
We got a $4.99 super chat. My God, change. Address the
Chill. I will dog walk you in their men teaching coaching space. GMT set it up and we wager whatever you want.
Oh man. Well, before I wager anything, I want you to, we got to go back a couple weeks, man, when Lala was having that thing. You say you was on a mattress, so you need to catch up on that real quick and make sure you match that so you can help out.
Oh my God, chill.
Major thing, my brother.
Chill. Oh my God.
I'm bad for blood pressure.
Hey,
Oh
you
my
can't
Jesus.
reverse that. But no, all love to my brother Bad Block. You know what I'm saying? I know Block be out there making moves and making money, man. But whenever you're ready, we can definitely do that, man. Because I do love teaching my brothers, and hopefully, let's put it this way: maybe you'll teach me something. I doubt it. And and hopefully I'll teach you something. But I'm all for it. I'm all for good competition because I love it.
Word salad.
All right. Let's get back to the conversation. All right. So what was y'all threw me off with that one. Elisa was making some good points there. You know what I'm saying? And
What
y'all
did you
threw
say?
me off with that
Something about
super chat.
sex and no sex in the relationship. What did you say, Lisa?
I was just saying that maybe they don't match anymore because somebody's getting freakier than the other person, and now the other person feels guilty because they freaky and they can't tell their partner because they thought they married Miss Molly Maker, Sue Maker, but she really liked to get dog walked, like the guy said about
dog walk.
Well, and I would say, Elisa, I grew up in that type of church, and the conversations I've had with women who are technically what you call conservative, they got some little freaky thoughts in their head, and we've actually portrayed some of them. But I'm just saying they do. So they have those conversations in that space. It's just how much that dude's willing to go down that road or how much he believes. But they do have those conversations.
The conversations are had maybe amongst themselves or maybe even with their partner, but does it create a discourse or like what's happening within the videos that we just watched? Is it creating like, damn, you looking at her like, well, how did you learn that? Or you looking at him like, so who did you want to try that on? And how long have you wanted to do that after you're married already? So now you're learning different levels of your partner, and maybe you both aren't as sexually liberated as you thought. So that can create.
That's why I feel like some of those conversations before you.
Go ahead.
No, you're right. No, go ahead. Go ahead. That's why I stopped.
Like before you get married, I feel like certain conversations should be held, especially about sex. Sex is a big conversation for me before I enter marriage.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've had women say, you know, I like this, I like to be spanked, or I like BDSM, and are you okay with that? And it's just whatever you're willing to be comfortable with when it comes down to that situation. So these are conversations you should have, and these are both religious people and non-religious people. And you may end still as you can be atheist and still marry someone that you're not sexually compatible with. This person's more freakier than you, or more conservative than you are. So even if you have the conversation, it doesn't matter whether you're religious or not. These conversations do happen. Which again, this is why 53% are sexless in their marriages.
Desert penis, dry as hell,
sexually unfulfilled.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be coming out looking for one of you men people. Jesus Christmas.
I know, it's like, dang. Well, I guess.
What's wrong with us?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
What's wrong with us?
Yeah.
Outside of everything, what do you mean?
What do you mean outside of everything?
Amazing.
You know what? Nothing. You know what? It's not y'all.
Listen.
Can I pose a question just as we're having, as men, so say you had a partner and she was a little bit of a 304, enough for you to be like, yeah, I like this. 2, 3
When you say a
years
304, hold on, let me ask you a question. When you say a little bit of a 304,
I
what does
just
that
mean she's sexually liberated. And it's
so that means she's giving her box out to whoever she feels liberated to give it to, right?
No, I just mean towards you. And this is specific to each and every individual man in this conversation. This is a woman that you like, she likes you, you guys end up having sex, you possibly get into a relationship. It's long term, whatever. Years down the line, something clicks, she likes something else. It becomes she wants to be a fairy, or she want to be a fairy dressed up and hung up from the ceiling, and that's just her fantasy. Like, yes, but it happens. I'm just saying people change in their life. I'm giving you the most extreme just to get your brain thinking. But as a man, does that? I don't know. I'm just saying people like stuff.
Okay, cosplay is amazing. So there's that.
It's fun. A furry is somebody who dresses up like an animal, just so you know.
Yeah.
You said a furry, not a fairy.
A furry.
Then I said
I thought you said fairy. I thought you said fairy. I know what a furry is, yes.
I said both. I said he didn't know what either one was.
Gotcha.
Someone who dresses up like a panda
like a pixie
or a fox or
a furry.
From head to toe. You messing
been
with
a Brad.
Yeah.
I want her to get the question. What's the question?
My question is, how, as a man, does that? Well, I've seen it happen where it changes. You guys, you'll be like, okay, well, where did she learn that? Why does that kind of come up? What is that thought process for you? I guess the question is, would your change of thought? Would you look at her different? Are you going to explore it? Does it make you think, okay, well, why does she want to do that? Like,
we're supposed to be prudent. You know,
let the fellas answer this. Alicia drop. Let the fellas answer this.
I think anytime when let's say you've been married for 10 years and all of a sudden this comes out of blue with no conversation, no thought, no telling you where it comes from, that's weird. I think that's any situation for the most part. If your behavior changed, you're gonna question, why is that behavior changing? What spurred that behavior, that change in their behavior. So all of a sudden, if you want to dress up as a furry, if you want to be a furry, why are you? Where would this come from? Who taught you this? Where'd you learn this from? So those are questions. So it could be standoffish or make you take it back, or you can understand where she's coming from and participate. It's up to the dude. It will initially question where you getting this from.
Yeah. So when it comes to that, let's just say I was dealing with a chick and then she wanted to incorporate the whole furry thing. Now, here's the thing. Me personally, I'm automatically gonna be like, yo, where the hell she get that from? In my mind, I'm gonna be like, yeah, she kicking it with a Brad, or definitely been with a Brad, because that furry thing ain't usually us. We don't usually do that type of thing. When you're dealing with a Brad, they kind of got that animalistic type thing. They like dealing with animals. They like cats and dogs on their kitchen counter and kissing them in the mouth and stuff. And they like for their women, when they switch up and get them a sister or whatever, they love to dress you up into animalistic type stuff. It's just that bestiality type thing. And so if a chick coming to me and she talking about some furry, yeah, you done been with a Brad before, and I'm disgusted all of a sudden. I'm not gonna be into it.
Yeah.
I mean, so my outlook on that is if my wife would have come up to me and try to switch it up like that, of course I'm gonna be like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not into that, period. So that's just not gonna happen. But but then that leads to where the marriage go, right? Because then it'll obviously cause a ripple between us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna want to know what or where did this come from? Where'd you watch this at? Like, how'd you even? I've never even heard of that word, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
So it's so interesting because I gave you guys an extreme example, but every single one of your responses, no one said that they were willing to try and learn about it. You all questioned her.
Hold on, Lisa. We'll come back to the regular scheduled program.
Come back to that. We
Damn.
got
man, this man is like a month late.
And you know what? And
Can I read an African voice?
400 super chat. Hold on.
There we go. Hey, you got to thank me, because had I not said nothing, he wouldn't have felt that competitive urge to do it. He should have did it on the day that we was holding the damn event. Okay, showing some sides of yourself, brother. We're gonna have to talk. Boot camp,
how much?
Hold on. Yo, fella. Yo, I appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, we definitely appreciate you, man.
Not for nothing. There's always beyond the consistent super chats. He does also buy a ton of memberships for people. He supports the channel in many ways. So much appreciated. How much did you? He said, how much did your spend, Chili Boy? He said hashtag for Alicia.
I think it was supposed to be
Lisa.
On the day that it was announced, it was I sent a $200 super chat. Now, I mean, you the one who said you was gonna, you know what I'm saying? But just to do it on this day is weird. So, one thing I will point out though is the fact that when I mentioned it, you did it. So I want everybody, at least thank me, because we got somebody that just like to be competitive. I see you.
We like competitive.
They don't like men like that, Chill.
I do like competitive.
Oh man, yo,
I'm joking, Lisa.
I want to hold on. What? Yo, something just happened to my screen, y'all. Everyone just got mad big for some reason. I can't even make it. Yo, this is crazy.
Hey, I can't get but so much bigger now. Hold on.
And what's so crazy? The zoom went right on you. All right.
Hey, you weren't supposed to say all of that. God damn.
Right. I'm just saying. Let me open up another window.
I'm down 15 pounds or whatever.
Chill. When is your birthday? I'm just curious.
March 2nd. March 2nd, 1981.
Oh, that's right.
What is
I don't
that?
understand. What does this mean? I don't get it.
Oh, y'all talking about the Pisces and all that stuff? what is the thing with y'all in this whole? Oh my God! Well, I don't believe in that stuff. I really don't.
All I
But
did was
I will
ask the
say,
question. I did not elaborate, but thank you for answering.
I believe in it.
All right. So what is it? What is it about Pisces?
We know, Elisa.
Well,
you're Pisces, chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we the best.
You got a moon sign and a sun sign. You have a sun sign, which is your Pisces. You have a rising and you have a moon sign, and then your whole chart says something. But I feel like you should believe in what you want. But if we grew up in the church and you're reading texts from different things, I think you should educate yourselves on all walks so that you should know all parts of yourself. But that's just
I'll talk to you about zodiac signs in the back, but I'm Pisces, but I don't necessarily. I mean,
Yo, I don't know about y'all, but I want to leave this super chat up here for the rest of the day.
Why?
It's a show sponsor.
$400. That's you mean why?
Sponsor.
You know what I'm saying? He's the channel sponsor right now. That's crazy.
Right. Exactly. But Elisa, what you was getting at though, you're right. I mean, yeah, those were extreme cases. But you get girls say, "Hey, can I toss your salad? Can I put a thumb down there?" That's just weird. Like all of a sudden, all that's weird. Like that's still anytime you change what you normally do. Hey, can I give you the pepper grinder? Can I? I'm just saying, it's just you never gave me the pepper grinder before. Why you pepper grinding me now? So you gotta.
This is exactly why I didn't give you the pepper grinder before, because you acting exactly like you acting now with the pepper grinder. I've been knew about the pepper grinder. Just because I ain't tell you about the pepper grinder don't mean I didn't know about it. Now I'm
busy choking.
But here's the thing. I will say this. A lot of women already have, just like men, they have different things that they want to try, explore, no brads included, chill. But we know how, the how do we call y'all? The feet of Clayians, the Blackians. We know how the Blackians act, y'all can't explore anything without it either being gay, homophobic. It's why you know that you're a 304. Why we can't just know stuff. We can't just explore stuff and learn stuff like y'all learn stuff, because God forbid, there's all kinds of websites and things and conversations and people have, and somehow because this is how you all act, and this is why women don't broach it with you. And then when they get into a relationship with you where they feel that you might have just enough comfortability to open that, they may or may not. And then when they do, it's like, well, where did you know this from?
Well, show me a video.
Let's
watch an adult film together. Let's say, hey, would you like if I did this? Have a conversation, something, but don't just in the middle of the situation just put a thumb on. Like, no, you get kicked. You gonna get kicked.
It's a judgment. I think Quentin has said it in the chat. He's saying try it first, have the conversation later, because then she won't ever want to try anything with you. That's the point I'm trying to make. Y'all all judged. Yes, you judged in different ways, and it was like slight judging. But y'all judged her for wanting to be a little squirrel and get your nut before you decide.
When she get donkey kicked because she tried something new without having a conversation with them, don't blame my fault.
Different. So with that, she's already dressed up. She's presenting to you. I'm not talking about just trying to slip. That's different.
Right.
So she's gonna dress up.
But I bet
at least they love to stretch the envelope.
Just while y'all were, it was the wrong hole. It wouldn't be different then. Okay.
Then he said, do that with your wife. Y'all be exploring with all these boyfriends and girlfriends that ain't gonna be here.
Right. Say do that with your wife. Wait, but y'all say do that with your wife, but y'all will go and marry the happy married homemaker who is, doing it missionary and maybe give you doggy style on your birthday, but then y'all will go and cheat and explore with all the 304s that's gonna make your toes curl to the back of your eyeballs, but somehow y'all won't marry that person. And if that person that y'all married, that's that super docile, and they try to introduce that to you, now all of a sudden you trying to figure out why Susie Homemaker know how to do the Gawk 3000. Like, let's stop playing. Like, why do we
what in the world?
Why do we do this?
No, that's what I was saying though. And the question I did pose was a long-term relationship. And if you're in a long-term relationship, that either that be marriage or whatever label you want to put it on, this is something that pops up because I watch movies all the time, and sometimes I'd be like, ooh, you never know, and you want to try.
So I had a conversation with your dude.
Yeah.
When you say you watch movies, what kind of movies are you watching? Where they
regular
you ain't watching no regular.
Yeah.
She got to have a VPN to watch the movie she watches.
Okay, they have it on.
I haven't seen those movies where people dressing up as fairies. Hold on. So,
making them, I'll watch them.
She watching with a VPN.
So new to me. She watching with a VPN.
She got no choice. You can't watch from North Carolina.
Yeah, you going to jail, girl.
That's only that one site, but I can tell y'all about some others.
Yeah. What you talking about?
Oh, see, I knew y'all were telling yourself.
I don't got no problem telling on me.
Ain't no
Oh, I know. Ain't no wrong with
all
that.
y'all gonna get viruses. Keep playing around. All right,
no,
y'all.
I won't. I repeat that in every form.
You're talking about on your computer. On your computer.
On your computer.
I'm an IT person. Why would I know how to clear a virus and I know how to not get one? What is wrong with you?
Serious. I don't want.
You got some crazy firewall or something. Anyways, listen. This has been a great conversation. Shout out to Boombox. Boombox is in the building. What up? Boombox. Yo, and also thank you so much for everyone that super chatted today. Much respect. Queen Lala, Watts, Embrace, or Watch, Blockchain Quint, and Blockchain with the $400 super chat. $400. Much respect. Thank you. Also, once again, please wish my guy Quint a speedy recovery after his surgery. You know, I'm gonna have him on this. He's gonna be home, so I'm gonna have him on the show a lot more because he ain't got nothing else to do. So, with that being said, y'all, do me a favor. Everyone on the panel, stay back. Just a quick announcement as well. I'm gonna have my Tuesday Grown Women Talking episode, but next week, Friday, I will be traveling, so I won't have Grown Men Trash Talk. And also, next week, Sunday, I will be traveling back, so I won't have my Sunday episode. And Tuesday is election day, so I won't have Grown Women Talking as well. But I promise you to cut up some content from what we've done in the past and give you some of these great moments during those days, so that way you guys can still be entertained. But with that being said, y'all, much respect. Oh, stay tuned for Meet to Marry, please. Coming soon. And with that being said, I will see y'all. Hold up. I'm tripping. Give me a minute. I'm about to do this right now. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.
All right.